Check this out, guys. We did it. We have an official Run Disney medal that I can be proud of. I finished it. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back on board the Disney Wish. It is day 4 of our Disney Cruise Line vacation, which means it's unfortunately our final day, but it's a very exciting day because we're getting off the ship bright and early to run the Castaway Cay Challenge. It is just after, what time is it, like 5:15 in the morning. We need to be down at the Walt Disney Theater at 5:45 to meet up with all you other Run Disney people to get off the ship. This is all part of the Walt Disney World Marathon weekend. If you participate in any of the Walt Disney World Marathon weekend events, anywhere from the 5K all the way over to the full marathon, and you sail on the Disney Cruise Line ship that departs directly after the Walt Disney World Marathon, that includes the Castaway Cay Challenge. So there's a lot that goes into this challenge, guys, and we went through a lot to be here, and today is finally the day. We're gonna get off the island nice and early, and we are going to run an actual Run Disney race. But before we do any of that, we need to get some breakfast. They have an exclusive Run Disney breakfast going on at Marceline Market, so we're gonna go and check that out and show you guys what's involved in that before heading on down to the theater for check-in. All right, baby, on a scale of 1 to 10, how tired are you?
11.
11? Yeah, honestly. We both probably got like an hour of sleep. Also, in case you guys are curious, there is a special Run Disney channel on your stateroom TV that's got a bunch of information that you might need for the Castaway Challenge. Anything you might need to know is going to be on this channel. It's just going to cycle through. So if you have a question on anything, just pay attention. It'll cycle back after a few seconds. It is still nice and dark outside as we make our way over to Marceline Market this morning to check out breakfast. Good Lord. Continental breakfast from 5 a.m. to 5:45. Gotta make our way to the very back of Marceline Market. Now, it's not a full-blown breakfast, it's just a continental breakfast. So we have our cereals over here. Looks like we have an oatmeal station as well. Seeds, assorted nuts, yogurts, milks, some cream cheese. We have toast, bagels over there. We have a small selection of cold cuts, cheeses. We have some yogurt parfaits over here. Some overnight oats.
Morning, sir.
Morning. Doing well. How are you? We have a fruit selection. We have some Danishes over here. Some croissants if you so desire. And there's nothing else different that way. It's just the same thing but repeated over there. So yeah, the special Run Disney breakfast wasn't anything special. It's a continental breakfast. They make sure to make you aware of that ahead of time. Basically whatever you would find at a hotel is what you would find here for this. Did I ever think that I will be walking into the Grand Hall this early in the morning? No, never. Oh, looks like there's a little bit of a line to get into the theater too. Oh, and take a look at that. Preludes has coffee, bananas, and oranges over here before you walk inside.
Theater row by row and group by group. Once again with your group leader at the front, and we will be using the forward gangway on deck number 1, which is going to be right outside these doors and just down to deck number 1.
So just in case you guys are curious, when you come into the Walt Disney Theater, they're going to be separating you guys by group. In case you guys don't know what group you're in, just check your bib. The letter is on your bib, and you'll be able to find where you're supposed to be.
Your leader here today, your leader leading you down to the forward gangway and to the start line is Megan. So everyone give Megan a big wave so that you know who she is. She will be your leader here today, all right? And she will make sure that you get to the start line nice and safely, all right?
All right, that was a little bit of a process. It almost felt like graduation. You're just waiting for your row to be called. It's actually going on 6:30 right now, and we are finally making our way down to the gangway. Wow, take a look at this. We are in for a gorgeous sunrise here on Castaway Cay. Quite a different view from what we're used to when we're getting off the boat at Castaway Cay. Normally it's bright and sunny and hot. Now it's dark and a little bit chilly. But take a look at the ship at night over here at Castaway Cay. Wow, it's gorgeous. And now we have a 3/4 mile walk to the start line. Here's a look back at the ship on Castaway Cay this morning. Not a view you get very often, man. This is gorgeous. I just can't get over how unique of an opportunity this is to be on Castaway Cay this early when it's practically dark outside. The sun is rising over there. Man, this is awesome. You know, technically speaking, we're doing like a little over 4 miles total between the walk there, the actual 5K, and the walk back. We have finally made it to the airstrip. You can see all the different corrals over there. We're lining up. You can see the start line right there. They have a crane up there with people taking pictures. This is really cool. Let's go ahead and stop for this photo opportunity. Take a look at this. We have our snack boxes at the end as well. They have waters set up and Powerade, it looks like, for the very end.
I know, man, passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way.
Who's this? Huh? Scrooge McDuck. You guys having fun so far? Alright, I'm gonna keep going. See y'all later.
Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are done. We're finished. Crossing the finish line now.
You want to go through first?
Yeah. It feels so good to finish a race. Thank heavens. We did it. Thank you so much. We did it, guys. Check this out, guys. We did it. We have an official Run Disney medal that I can be proud of. I finished it. I'm so excited. And they gave us the other 5K medal as well for everyone else who's doing the 5K regularly. That is awesome. I'm so happy. Bye, guys. Aw, here come Donald and Daisy. #1 duck. And like in typical Run Disney fashion, they do have beer and champagne available for you to purchase. Long line for that. This is quite a combination over here. Scrooge and Timon. It's not something you see very often. And to be expected, By the Seashore has a nice long line of guests trying to buy their Castaway Cay 5K finisher shirts that say "I did it." Actually, I don't remember these shirts being here the last time. These ones that say "I did it." It's actually very tempting to buy. I might get one. I have never seen it so busy in this gift shop. Holy cow. Just so you guys are aware, we just waited almost an hour in line to buy shirts that said Castaway Cay 5K. I'm not proud of that.
I don't know what
This is the kind of view that we're used to at the right time of day. Look at how gorgeous. I don't know about you guys, but I'm starving. Let's head back on board and get some breakfast at Marceline. Well, I forgot to show you guys exactly what I got as soon as I sat down, but I did have 2 Mickey waffles that have since been massacred. Got 2 sausages, some eggs Benedict, hash browns, and some scrambled eggs. We are fed, we are rehydrated, and we are back on Castaway Cay for some relaxation and some snorkeling. Let's go ahead on over to the beaches, guys. This is one of those rare weather days at Castaway Cay where there's not any wind at all, really, where every excursion is going out. So we just got off the tram here at Castaway Cay as we're heading on over to the beach, and we ran into the Thompsons over here. Big fans of the channel. We ran into them earlier on the cruise and they wanted to say hi. They were so excited. It's nice to meet you guys.
Very nice to meet you as well.
You guys enjoying your cruise so far?
Absolutely, yeah.
You ready to go back to work tomorrow?
No, sir. We're going to Walt Disney World after this.
Oh, perfect. Land and sea vacation.
Absolutely.
You guys are doing it right. Hey, enjoy the rest of your cruise, man.
Absolutely. You too. Great to meet you.
Great to meet you as well.
Bye.
Bye. So we're over here at She Sells Seashells, and the newest merchandise that I see here from the last cruise is this shirt that says Ocean Air Don't Care with Goofy. I actually really like this shirt. There's a Donald Duck one saying relax and ride with the tide, and a Castaway Cay tank top with Mickey surfing. Other than that, everything else is pretty much the same from the last time we were here. This is most definitely a view I never get tired of. Take a look at that, guys. Oh my gosh, nice blue skies, palm trees, crystal clear water. Couldn't ask for a better day. All right, we finally got ourselves situated on the beach. Time to go snorkeling. Let's switch on over to the GoPro. Later. Whew, just got back from snorkeling. That water was really cold. Oh my God. It's the level of cold where when it hits your nuggets, that's all I'm gonna say. It's the kind of cold that affects men. Oh man. But anyways, it was a really good snorkel. Just a couple of tips, you know, some things that I want to repeat because I may have some new viewers to the channel. Make sure you apply sunscreen to any part of your body that's exposed to the sun, mostly your back. If you're going to be snorkeling, you're going to be laying on your stomach and your back is going to be exposed. So make sure you get the back of your legs, back of your head, your ears, things like that. Make sure that that's all exposed. And I highly recommend, when you're coming here to Castaway Cay, to have a cooler with you. Have a cooler bag with you. And if you can, get some water or something on the ship and bring it down with you. When you get off the ship, they do have people there that will pour ice into a cooler if you have one already with you. And if you have refillable cups like this, before you get off the ship, go to the top deck and go to the soda fountains and fill this up with water or lemonade, something other than soda, something that's going to rehydrate you. Like I filled this thing up with vitamin water. And when you get done with snorkeling, you're going to be thirsty. You are going to be really thirsty because you're going to be getting a lot of salt water in your mouth through the snorkel, and you're going to be really dehydrated. You're going to be tired. You're just going to be really thirsty. So coming back to a cold beverage like this in a cooler is going to make a world of difference. So that way you and your family are not having to trek over to Cookies or wherever to get water. So we're getting ready to get back onto the ship, right? We're getting our stuff together, and I wanted to look over the GoPro footage that I got for you guys from snorkeling. All the files are corrupted. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to salvage anything. I am very, very disappointed. I'm very disappointed. So, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to salvage anything. If not, you guys are gonna get a montage of different clips from other snorkeling adventures that we had here at Castaway Cay, just all mashed up into one. But oh, I had some really good footage too. Like, I was getting creative with the angles, and I had the GoPro on a stick and everything so I could get some closer up shots. These things happen. These things happen. And I'll try to find out what exactly went wrong with the GoPro, but God, I'm so disappointed. We're making our way back to the ship now, and Coda's wanting to get a couple of pictures with all of her medals in front of the ship. Before we head on the ship, we're gonna get some ice cold water and a cold towel. Thank you so much. That's the way to do it. It was fun while it lasted. Time to get some more barbecue one last time. Got back to the room and we have our luggage tags. It's our final night here on the Disney Wish. All right, we are showered. We actually just got done taking about an hour-long nap. Now it's time for us to head on downstairs and have our final dinner of the cruise at Arendelle. Let's not waste any time, guys. Let's go. What an absolutely gorgeous final evening here on the Disney Wish. They're showing Coco up on the funnel vision. We're making our way back to the aft elevator, so head on down to Arendelle. You know, I almost forgot how long this hallway is. And we have made it to Arendelle. We are seated and we don't have a bad view of the stage at all.
Again, please. One more time. Hello. Hello. Hello, small child with ears. I am Again, and I am pleased to be welcoming you to Arendelle.
The poor band broke up. There's only 2 of them now. There used to be 3. Where's the fiddle?
The party is starting. You see they clean, huh? So glad you guys You were enjoying scaling, no? It's Grandma Norma racist. I'll give it to you later, yeah? Yeah. And you are all coming to the big summer bar, no? I give you all a discount on a sauna trip for your whole family. And the ice was on me tonight, guys. Don't let them take any of the credit.
And in our opinion, the best thing on this menu is the Swedish meatballs with pasta. And for dessert, I got Elsa's Coronation Sundae, but instead of the mint chocolate chip ice cream that it normally comes with, I asked for vanilla. One interesting new detail about Arendelle I want to point out are the windows in the back. They do look outside, but once it gets dark, they turn on these lights on the inside because there's a layer, a space, and then the actual window to the outside. Before, on our first cruise, when it got dark, they just shuttered the windows so you couldn't look outside. Now they have these lights to simulate daylight outside. That's really smart. I like that. It's a decent change and I love it. Just made our way downstairs from deck 5 to deck 3 so we can get a spot nice and early for the last show of the voyage, which is Aladdin. This show was supposed to debut on the original cruise that we were on last year, but it wasn't ready yet. So it's up and ready now, and we're gonna go experience it, and I'm gonna review it for you guys. And we're gonna go ahead and compare this show to the one that's offered on the Fantasy to see what the differences are. Just got back to the room after watching Aladdin, and what in the world is this? Nugget's got a friend, and they use my sunglasses. What in the world? With the comment card too? That is adorable. I love this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with that, our trip has come to an end. That last night of the cruise was pretty crazy, and I know things just kind of ended abruptly, but we were running around the ship doing a lot of things with Coda's family, and we were doing some last minute shopping, little things like that I just really didn't feel the need to film all of, you know, in great detail, so things kind of ended abruptly. And then we woke up the next morning, we got off the ship, and we came back home. This is actually a couple days later as I am editing this video, and I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things because the night didn't end particularly well. Number one, let's go ahead and talk about Arendelle. I was greatly disappointed with the Arendelle restaurant. I know on our very first Disney Wish cruise, we raved about the restaurant and how I loved the entertainment offerings in that restaurant, but things definitely took a nosedive with that restaurant. Not only was the food not really that good this time around at Arendelle, but the entertainment was pretty bad at Arendelle. The performers, you know, it's a whole new cast of performers from when they first started sailing back in July, and I'm not saying that the performers were bad. They were good, but they just weren't nearly as good as the performers that were there on that very first sailing. They were also down a performer. The fiddle player, he was gone, so with that fiddle player being gone, they weren't able to end the night with that epic rendition of Into the Unknown. They weren't able to do that, and that was something that everyone really enjoyed that was gone from this dinner seating. Also, the Olaf animatronic, he was gone too, and to my knowledge, I think the Olaf animatronic has been missing from Arendelle since August of last year, so I think that animatronic was only functioning for the first few months, and the animatronic hasn't appeared since, and they have since replaced the animatronic with a Olaf walk-around character. So that was pretty disappointing news to get ahead of our cruise. And then when we actually got there was no Olaf, period. There was no Olaf, period. Not only was there no animatronic, but we didn't even get a walk-around character. So the presence was definitely missing. So we feel like we got a significantly lesser experience than we did our first time around. So it's pretty disappointing. And I feel like it's my duty to report to you guys, you know, my honest and fair opinions. And that's just letting you guys know if you're going on the Wish anytime soon, that's what you can expect from Arendelle, unfortunately. Finishing off our night with the last show of the cruise, which was Aladdin. It was okay. There was a show stop in the middle because they couldn't get the magic carpet to work. Instead of flying on a carpet, they were literally just sitting crisscross applesauce on a static platform as the screen behind them just, you know, displayed whatever they were doing traveling. And if you've ever been on the Fantasy and have seen Aladdin on that ship, you know that the finale of the show where Jafar turns into a snake and into a genie, those are all practical. It is a puppeted snake that Jafar turns into, and then when he turns into a genie, the snake falls, and it is an actual physical person who is playing Jafar as a genie. In this show on The Wish, they were all screens. The snake was a screen, and the genie Jafar was a screen as well. This version of the show on The Wish, it's definitely more reliant on screens and special effects. There definitely weren't as many physical sets on The Wish as there were on the Fantasy, so again, I feel like the Aladdin experience on The Wish is a lesser experience than what you would get on the Fantasy, just an FYI. But other than this last night, guys, we had an absolutely phenomenal time on this cruise. I really enjoyed it a lot more overall than our very first cruise, which is saying something. So am I dreading going back on The Wish again like I was, you know, this time around? No, absolutely not. I know that if I go back on The Wish, I'm going to have an overall good time. Now, would I still prefer to travel down to Miami and get on the Dream or go on the Fantasy? 100%, absolutely. The Dream and the Fantasy are still my go-to ships when sailing with Disney Cruise Line. And of course, the Magic and the Wonder are the older sisters in the fleet, and I of course love those ships as well. But the Dream and the Fantasy are the ones that have a special place in my heart. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. And to all of you guys who watched the entire series all the way through. I really appreciate each and every single one of you guys. If you guys are looking for more Disney Cruise Line content from this channel, I'll leave a playlist link down in the description below for you guys to check out, because we have a lot, and I mean a lot, of Disney Cruise Line videos from this past year. We sailed on every single Disney Cruise Line ship in 1 year. If you guys made it this far into the video and are still hearing my voice, please let me know down in the comment section below by leaving the word wish somewhere in your comment to let me know that you guys made it this far. You guys are the real MVPs. If you enjoyed any bit of today's video, please be sure to leave a like on it, as it greatly helps the channel grow, and hit that subscribe button while you're at it if you want to see more content like this in the future. It is completely free to do, and you never miss out on a future upload. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.